Okay, so let's talk about a song that was so much more than just a song. Back in 1998, Lauryn Hill dropped Doo-Wop That Thing, and it didn't just top the charts, it was a full-on cultural diagnosis. Today, we're going to break down how this track is pretty much a masterclass in social commentary.
Right from the jump, she sets up the entire lesson she's about to teach us with this one simple, almost kind of mysterious line. See, it's not about a person, it's not about a place, it's about a thing, a mindset, a trap, and she is here to warn all of us about it.
And this is where the song gets really, really brilliant. It's all about the structure. This isn't just a one-sided attack, you know? It's a perfectly balanced argument. She lays it all out in two parts. First, she's talking to the women, then she turns right around and talks to the men. The warnings run parallel, both are absolutely crucial, and they both lead right back to the same big idea.
So, part one of her lesson is aimed squarely at the women. And she's not just singing here. It feels like she's stepping into the role of that wise, older sister who's about to sit you down and tell you some hard truths.
This part is so key. She starts off by making her position crystal clear. She's not here to judge. She's here as a friend. She's basically saying, hey, listen up. I'm on your side. This is tough love, but it's coming from a place of real concern.
And man, she gets incredibly specific here. She's calling out all these concrete behaviors. Chasing after trends that come and go, putting all your value in superficial things like hair and nails, and looking for validation from guys who straight up told you they only care about money.
And it all builds to this incredible line. This is the core of her message to the women. She's begging them to see their own worth. Stop trying to act tough and untouchable, a hard rock, when really you're something precious, a gem. And that last part, respect is just a minimum. Wow. That's such a powerful reminder to raise your standards. That's the absolute baseline, the starting point.
All right, so she's delivered this powerful message to the women, but she's not done, not even close. To keep that lesson perfectly balanced, she dedicates the entire second verse to the men. She's holding them to the exact same standard, making sure her critique is fair and universal.
And you can hear the parallel right away, can't you? Just like she called out the women for focusing on superficial looks, she's now calling out the men for obsessing over material things, those shiny car rims and expensive boots, instead of focusing on their actual relationships.
This is the other side of the same coin. She's painting this picture of men who are putting on a show, projecting this false image of being a big shot with the fancy champagne and the tough guy act, while totally failing at their real responsibilities, like being a father. It's all a front. And she calls out the hypocrisy and the immaturity directly.
And this is the gut punch question she leaves the men with. It's so powerful because what she's saying is all that stuff on the outside, all the flashy things you own, it means absolutely nothing if you don't have integrity on the inside. True success, real winning comes from your character, not from your stuff. So when you lay it all out like this, side by side, the genius of the song just becomes so clear, right? Lauryn Hill isn't blaming one gender over the other. No way. She's diagnosing this sickness in our culture where everybody, men and women, are caught in this same cycle of chasing superficial stuff instead of what actually matters.
Okay, so we've got the warning for the women, and we've got the warning for the men. But what ties it all together? Well, that's the hook. That's the whole point. After calling everybody out, she reveals that all this behavior from both sides is all about chasing that thing. And after all that, the question just hangs in the air. What is this dangerous, tempting, and ultimately empty thing that she's warning everyone about? What is it? Well, here it is. That thing. It's the trap. For the women, it's she's singing about. It's confusing sexual attention with real love. For the men, it's confusing having a lot of stuff with having actual worth. For everybody, it's about chasing a shallow image while your inner self, your spirit, gets completely neglected.
But wait, it gets even better. Just when you think the lesson is over, that the song is done, Lauryn does something, well, it's kind of genius. She completely changes things up.
The beat just fades out, and all of a sudden you feel like you've been pulled out of the song and dropped right into a real-life classroom discussion. It's raw, it's unscripted, and it takes the song's ideas to a whole other level.
And the whole conversation immediately pivots. We're not just talking about respect anymore. Now we're getting philosophical. One of the kids in the room poses this really deep question about the nature of love itself. What's the real difference between loving someone and being in love?
So, one person chimes in, right? And their take is that being in love is all about unconditional acceptance. It's about seeing someone for exactly who they are, the good, the bad, all of it, and embracing them completely.
But then, someone else pushes back on that idea. They throw out this counterpoint: being in love is a feeling, a temporary state. It's something you can fall into, which means you can just as easily fall out of it. True love, they seem to be saying, is something much more solid.
And then we get this final thought that just ties everything together perfectly. It brings the whole song home. Why do people chase that thing so hard? Well, maybe, this student suggests, it's because they've never actually experienced the real thing. They literally don't know what genuine love feels like. And that leaves us with this haunting question to think about. Are we all just chasing ghosts of a love we've never even known?